This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 854. I am Brian Kilby. With me this week, we have Rob Clay.
Hello.
We have, not last, Chris.
Oh, good. I was wondering which way that coin would flip.
Mm-hmm. And Matt.
Hello.
Certainly not least.
Yeah, certainly not least. So Don is out sick.
Get better soon, Don.
Don is in our Discord right now, tfradio.net/Discord, listening along. And I have no idea where Diecast is. So, I mean, he is traveling this week. So, I thought he was going to be here, but I guess he is not. So, we'll see. But he is at a car trade show this week, and next week he is in racing school.
Must be nice.
He is in racing school, yeah. If they send me the link, I could join. John just said.
Oh, well.
So,
well.
does somebody want to send John the link real quick?
I texted Brian, but he's ghosting me.
Who said that?
John.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, can you send him the link, please? I can't do it right now.
Well, if I had the link instead of just using the saved shortcut in the Zoom app, I could totally do that. I have no idea how to go about that.
Hang on.
So this will be okay. Yeah, I was going to say this will be
It'll be an edit, yeah.
Okay. The link is in the chat for you to send to John.
Okay, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen in the podcast version? All of this will be gone, and then John will magically show up.
Oh yeah, and he'll need the access code too. So
That I can do.
yeah, I figured.
Because I don't want people out there randomly find. Oh, there's John.
Oh, okay. Somebody actually did it.
Cool.
Thank you, Matt, I assume.
Not
Well?
me.
Huh?
It's magic?
I wonder if Don did it.
John, are you there?
Hey, boys. How's it
All
going?
right.
Hey, all right.
And we have John DeLuna.
Woo! Back up to Diecast. I've made it.
Nobody's back up. So, John, it looks like TFcon. Let's sort of jump into the news. TFcon 2024 will be in Baltimore, November 1st through 3rd. It looks like the rest of us will probably be there. What say you?
Still determining, but it's definitely less than zero because it looks
Less than
looks like
zero,
we can.
or better, greater
Oh,
than
sorry,
zero?
it's better than zero. See how rusty I am at podcasting, but yeah, because it's you could maybe turn this into a family-ish trip. So yeah, it's definitely like in discussions.
Excellent. That would be great. That would be wonderful. So, speaking of TFcon, that was this weekend in Orlando, Florida. I was hoping Diecast would be here so he could talk about it because Friday night I went to go pick up my premium pass, which was a little bracelet. That took about an hour. Saturday morning, I went to the dealer room at 9 o'clock, left 20 minutes later, and didn't go back. So I'm certain it was great. I did get to see people, which was nice. I got to talk to a lot of folks. But as far as like the festivities and things and like the events, I didn't participate because I used it as a family trip.
So how is SeaWorld?
SeaWorld was great. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was like just a bunch of shows and stuff. No, it's like a theme park. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice. Peppa Pig World was great.
I can't. Okay, I simultaneously can and cannot believe Peppa Pig World is a real thing.
It's real.
Like, just unto itself.
It's part of the same complex as Legoland.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting because Lego is Lego, and Peppa is owned by Hasbro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming Peppa Pig Land predates Hasbro's ownership of Peppa, but I don't know for a fact.
I mean, that's very plausible.
If it doesn't, I want my damn Transformers Land.
Well, I mean, okay, but somebody's already got that as like an online retail.
No, it's Transformer Land. Somebody's squatting Transformers Land.
Ah, damn them.
Yeah. I even had a conversation with Transformers Land people this weekend about it when I was PayPaling them because for whatever reason my card wouldn't work, so I had to pay for it through PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me,
Check
I'm like,
is cash.
yeah, it was. So, but they told me, it's like, well, it's transformerland.com. I'm like, believe me, I buy from you guys a lot. I know what your URL is. So, but they're like, yeah, somebody's squatting on Transformers Land. So, but yeah, so yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did at TFcon this weekend, which was mostly not TFcon.
You didn't take the kids to Legoland while you were right there?
No. Yeah, we ended up spending.
Kim didn't take you to Legoland?
Well, I mean, we ended up spending all day between Kim's uncle's house and Peppa Pig Land. If we had gone to Legoland, I wouldn't have had a chance to get my registration and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that was fun. John, what have you been up to? Buying G.I. Joe, I know.
Well, yes, among other things, but no, I mean, not going to like Transformers shows, unfortunately. So, no, I've been just rocking along, getting more shipments than I care to with toys. Gotta figure this out. Oh, and I've been selling like big chunks of my collection, actually.
I need to leave you feedback on a few things. So,
I need to leave a lot of people feedback. I am terrible at that.
Yeah, thank you for cutting me a deal on, what was it, Cyclonus?
Yes. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your business.
But
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
He'd appreciate it more if you'd leave him feedback.
I need to leave feedback in.
I will say this. When you've got like a situation where stuff is going out and about the same amount of stuff is coming in constantly, you start to realize, like, I'm kind of treading water here. Like, you start to have like existential, not dread, but you do have a moment when you realize, like, man, like a lot of stuff is going out and coming in, and I'm not really getting anywhere.
I've cut way back
what's
coming in,
mm-hmm.
And we cleared a room, and I'm moving all of my stuff that I'm going to get rid of to that room. I've moved it all to the room, and it fills the damn room.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got like shelves up for like warehousing. I've got a couple of light tents up, like for various sizes. I've got my scale. I've got my the best purchase I've ever made. One of the best purchases is a 4x6 label printer. And I've got two of them, so I have one as a backup. So that's up. I'm going to be selling a lot of stuff soon, but I'm going through the process right now of sorting accessories, and it is death. It's horrible. Because what I'm selling is mostly loose stuff, almost exclusively loose stuff, and accessories are the bane of my life.
I'm a big fan of selling as is, putting a big old sold as is on my auctions.
Yeah.
Buddy, I can't guarantee a thing. So what you see is what you get.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a great job with selling your stuff. So keep doing it. I need to check. Actually need to check to see what you posted recently.
Thanks. You know what I found? There is it's not like a huge rabid market like for like Mask or Dino Riders, right? There's probably like there's clearly like 12 people in the world that will pay anything for a good specimen. It's not quite like that, but when it comes to like Zoids, I had like I went through a Zoids phase in the early 2000s, like a lot of people, and it's not like they pay a bunch of money, but there's clearly like I've sold whatever Zoids I had, I probably sold like 90% of it to two people who consistently won all the auctions because they're clearly like Zoids people. So that was interesting. It's been interesting to see who buys like the non-Transformers stuff.
Yeah, most of mine will be Transformers. I may be getting rid of like my a Real American Hero 4-inch stuff, 3 3/4-inch stuff. Like the G.I. Joe that I keep is probably going to be classified in vintage, a Real American Hero. Then the rest probably goes. because there's so much crap in between. I've really fallen out of love with, like, the 25th anniversary stuff.
Not to get off topic, then I'm done. Because I know we've got an agenda here, got a show to do.
Oh no, please, draw it out because we're light on news topics this week. So give us some filler here, John.
And we so rarely hear from you these days.
Yeah, we miss you.
Yeah.
John, tell us the story of your life.
All right. Tell Grimlock's story. Hey, with like classified, like I'm kind of I am running out of steam on classified just because there's so much of it. But at the same time, they've actually done a good job of like holding back on like A-list characters or B plus characters. So like every time I tell myself like I think I'm done with classified because there's just so much of it, and I'm kind of like lukewarm on a bunch of releases, they will remind me that we don't have any like we effectively still have the dreadnoughts to go. Or we effectively still have like this and this to go. Or we went like 2.5 years before we gave you Shipwreck.
It was more than 2.5 years.
Or 3 years, right? 3.5 years anyway. It was like it's deceptively it's a really good plan. They're stretching out like the A-listers deceptively long into it, just enough where like they keep me on it. They keep me on the hook, even though I'm nowhere near as excited by classified as I was a year ago. But they have the Haslab stuff coming. We haven't gotten the his tank yet. We've got these big hitters as far as characters go. So I mean, they're doing a good job. Like they're doing a good job keeping me in a line that I'm not sure I want to stay in. So they're doing something.
So
right.
It's like with Masters of the Universe Origins. Like I've hit a stopping point. Basically everything I could want, I have. They've made it. So I will hit that point with classified soon. Like when Battle Core Snake Eyes comes out, that may be it for me. Probably not, but
if they start like once they complete like Dreadnoks or a couple other teams like that, like when they start going and like they've already gone like way too far for my taste, too fast, too soon, like way into like Python Patrol and Tiger Force and Night Force and some of these redeco stuff. Like they're going a little hard. Like what Tunnel Rats redeco is going to come out within a few months of his like standard release. So they're starting to like go a little crazy with that. But with like the vehicles still coming out, like we're getting like a Vamp, like which we've only seen renders of. I don't know.
Is it a Haslab?
I mean, there's also
or
like
is that retail?
It's retail. It's gonna be like $100 or $80 or something like that.
I keep
and
hearing people talk about
there's
it.
gonna be a Tiger Force.
Yes. Like, but they haven't even touched things like the Drug Elimination Force and stuff like that. There's like a lot still.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. If they
Battle
start
Force
getting, like,
2000.
weird,
Yes.
Battle Force 2000. If they start doing like the weird stuff where they go really hard into Ninja Force,
Sky
They've
Patrol.
Ninja Force
They've started Ninja Force.
Yeah, but I need that Zartan is what I need.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they start getting really weird late GI Joe stuff, like I'll get excited. But again, I will also be somewhat miserable because we're already like past like 100, right? Like in the numbering, aren't we? We're over 100. So I mean, this line's going to go like this line could go 200 deep. And I don't have the space, man. And I'm getting old, so like I can't do this. I can't do it. Adding to that, just real quick, like I mean, even like the NECA Ninja Turtle line, the cartoon line, that's over 100 figures. So I'm just begging people for. Yeah, I know, right? I'm just begging these manufacturers to just do like a nice capsule toy line. Like, what's a 6 or 7 figure collection, and then just like. Please stop, because like anytime I dip my toe into something, they just go so deep, and they're like they never stop.
Yeah, and the NECA thing too is like it's baffling to me. I was at Target a couple weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago now, and saw like I never even heard of this 2-pack, but it was like Tall Thug and Short Gangster, like those were the names of the toys. It was just background generic criminals from the cartoon that I can't even remember being there.
Yeah, they're definitely like in Star Wars territory. So like
Yeah.
those guys are from Bebop and Rocksteady's gang,
Yeah.
and their actual names are Dumpy and Dumbo. So obviously you can't use Dumbo, and I guess they just figured, well, we can't do Dumpy and Short Thug, so they just kind of made it all generic. But yeah, they're definitely into the territory of like, hey, remember that one guy from that one episode for like 3 seconds?
So
That's where they're at.
In the Discord, they're talking about you and Street Fighter. That there is opportunity for the G.I. Joe Street Fighter figures in classified.
Yeah,
I would buy that.
I didn't hear that. I'm not acknowledging that idea or that possibility.
I would buy that.
Yeah, John, have you been paying attention to the Street Fighter and Power Ranger crossover figures?
Aren't they at Ollie's or Ross?
Yeah, probably something like that.
The
oh no, yeah, the Ninja Turtle ones, Ninja Turtle Power Rangers, those.
No, there's
Those-
Street Fighter Power Ranger crossovers.
Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, and Cammy, I think.
That sounds right.
Okay, yes, I remember those. What is up with Power Rangers? Has there been good Power Rangers discourse on the
No.
show the last few weeks? I
No.
have.
No.
Man, no.
And you've got a couple fairly large Power Rangers fans, and we can't
I
even
know.
drum up any thing positive to say
know.
about it.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Except for Cosmic
you-
Fury. I did like Cosmic Fury. Good show.
Did you? So when Hasbro bought Power Rangers, was there any scenario where you expected them to manage Power Rangers the way they have?
No.
No, because we didn't expect Brian Goldner to die.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh man.
No, I mean, yeah, it's very sad that he died. Condolences to his family and everything, but like, he was the champion for Power Rangers at Hasbro. It was his desire to bring Power Rangers into their stable of brands. Nobody else wanted to do that. And, when leadership rolled over, like, Power Rangers got put on the back burner, and it's just like being left back there to mold.
And
Yeah.
I don't understand how a franchise that's been around for 30 years just keeps getting pushed to the back burner by everybody who owns it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something to see, for sure. And I don't believe it either. I mean, it's really, I don't know. I can't believe it because there's definitely like a fandom out there. And the first couple years that Hasbro had it, it seemed like they really cared about it.
Yeah.
And now not so much. So
So somebody who would care about it though would be a young child in need this holiday season who may not have parents to get them a Christmas gift, or their parents may not have money to buy anything. If you want to go to Ollie's or Walmart or wherever and get something on clearance or at a deep discount and drop it in a donation box, that would be a wonderful thing.
Good segue.
There's so many kids out there who will have nothing or very little this holiday season if it's not for you or people like you. So, again, go to Walmart, go to Target. If there's those Wave 1 Legacy toys sitting on the shelf or old...
And there will be.
Yeah. Or G.I. Joe figures. I know the Retro Baroness and Lady J are, like, sort of clogging the shelves.
Yeah. If you have an Ollie's, they have tons of Marvel Legends right now.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's a store-wide thing, but I know my local store actually has a drop box for Toys for Tots.
Yes, absolutely. So pick something up, drop it in a donation box, and it'll help a kid out. And it might clear the toy shelves of older waves of toys that, you no longer want as a collector. If you don't have a donation box or a place to drop it off, you can always go, and we would prefer that you handle this locally because that will help a child in your own local area. You can go to tfradio.net/elf and check out the list that we have there. And if you make a purchase, it'll come to me, and I will donate it. Got my first Amazon package of the year from the Elf on a Shelf Warmer wish list. And it was no surprise, our pal John Triclops. He's an awesome dude. He got a potato head for us to donate.
Nice.
A little Barbie Chelsea figure, doll, and a Cyberverse Fusion Mode Megatron.
Ah.
Awesome.
So John,
And Oh, I was going to say, and it is important to shop for boys and girls
boys and girls,
and
in different ages.
multiple age ranges. Yes.
Yeah, like we're focused on things for older kids, primarily boys. Like a Barbie. Before I had girls, I didn't know you can get a Barbie for $5. You get a Barbie for $5, and some kid out there would love that. So, but again, John, thank you very much, and we'll mention those on the show as they come in.
Yes, thank you.
Matt donated a G2 Toxitron collection Dead End, and we decided to give that away. Basically, all you had to do was send in an email letting us know where you're listening from. We weren't giving or selling or anything or putting you on a list. Just curious. We got several people email in. Thank you so much. I will eventually respond to everybody. But the winner is Chris Smith. Chris, thank you so much. I will email you and get your address, and I'll mail that out. So
And
congratulations.
enjoy your Dead End.
Yes, that's awesome. So, I guess we need to get into the news.
Yeah, I think we've burned enough time. We'll have a normal link show now.
Yeah. So the 1027 stream, funny enough, on Friday 1027, there will be stuff. Do we have an agenda or anything? Do we know?
Stuff and things.
Yeah, that's
How
pretty
long?
much it.
When is it and how long is it? Do we know?
It is 3 p.m. Eastern, I believe. It usually runs for, I think, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm working from home that day. So
I
that's
took that
good.
day off.
And I do have a meeting, I think, from 2:30 to 3, but if nobody books anything on my calendar, I need to block it. If nobody books anything, I should be able to make that and watch it.
As far as agendas, I'm not expecting to see the new Haslab for Transformers or anything, because I think
They'll do a stream for that.
well, and I think they had mentioned, or at least hinted, that it was going to be in 2024 that we'll see that.
Okay. Or we're not do a new classified.
I don't know. I think Transformers is going to focus on the newest wave of studio series that's up next.
That's right.
I'm sure
good.
Marvel Legends will want to talk about their Haslab project, which successfully funded.
It did.
Like
I
said,
thought it was. I thought it was going to bomb. It had 5 hours left and like 1,300 to go.
It unlocked the first tier and came up 124 units short of the second tier.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, everybody waited on the last day for that, which, I mean, I can see that, there are a lot of people out there, checking their budgets to make sure they can afford this up until the very last minute.
I actually backed Ghost Rider. I was one of the few people that did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I skipped out on Giant Man because I don't need a 2-foot tall Hank Pym on my shelf.
But the vehicle for Ghost Rider looked awesome, and I could have turned it into some Dreadnought thing or something.
And I could have bought at least one of your figures.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have cared about the figures. I didn't want them.
But
Oh, sorry, Matt.
no, I was going to say, other than that, I'm not sure what we're planning on seeing at 1027. So
I believe there's a teaser floating around for Ghostbusters. Not sure exactly what they're going to show, but maybe related to the
Anything.
new movie coming out.
yes, there is supposed to be Ghostbusters news.
I only care about the Kenner stuff, the retro.
And then we do know for sure on Saturday then at MCM London, they are going to be for sure debuting Studio Series stuff there. I assume they're going to have Studio Series stuff during the 1027 stream and then just have the live presentation in London for the attendees there.
Is O-Ring G.I. Joe dead?
Well, it depends.
I mean,
it depends on that
Super
Super 7
7's doing
Kickstarter
it.
goes. Yeah.
Well, I meant from Hasbro.
They still come with the crossover figures, don't they?
They come with the crossover figures. That's true. I mean, like we had this. We had the Sky Striker that successfully funded. I eventually sold mine unopened because I just didn't care. But like, that's a Haslab slot that could be filled by something.
Which, I mean, they're going to have to come up with something creative at some point, because like, especially with Marvel Legends, there's only so many giant figures that you can sell, and eventually people are not going to want them. I mean, and with Transformers, I mean, they've been doing really well with the Japanese figures, but Unicron was a tough sell.
Mhm.
Yes.
So you're going to need something that you can sell for less than $600, like you did for Unicron.
Yeah. $200 seems to be a good sweet spot for a Transformers Haslab.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, what figure can they fit into that price point with
Yeah, exactly.
some interesting stretch goals.
Manikara wants me to tell you, Matt, Fin Fang Foom.
There's
I
I mean,
think
there's a Build-A-Figure years ago.
Mhm.
that was many, many years ago, and it's not easy to get a hold of. And yeah, I think that would be a popular one.
Doesn't that fit the pattern from like Galactus and Giant Man, where like there's an old figure that was
Sentinel
it's
too.
really like
Yeah.
it was really hard to get, and
God,
so they
I missed out on that
Haslab.
Sentinel. I missed out on that Sentinel, and I kicked myself.
The Sentinel, the Build-A-Figure?
No, the Haslab.
Oh.
That thing's gorgeous.
Yeah, the Build-A-Figure Sentinel from years ago is the only Build-A-Figure Marvel Legend that I ever finished.
I finished MODOK and sent it to Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I bought the
I still have it up on the
deluxe
shelf.
MODOK.
Nice.
I have a lot of Build-A-Figures. But, I mean, yeah, as far as giant figures go, when you get out of Fing Fang Foom, stuff like that, I mean, you're looking at a whole bunch of different versions of Goliath, and, well,
Who
how many of
cares?
those are going to sell?
None.
Apparently one, but
Yeah. Yeah, true. One. Okay, cool. So we'll know more next week, hopefully.
Haslab Ultimo. No, don't sit there looking like you're pondering that like it's actually a possibility. That's the worst idea ever.
Like I said, eventually they're going to run out of ideas.
So, yeah, I was going to say the worst idea ever was Transformers Red, maybe.
Well, it's up there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. So we have photos of the red Grimlock that I had completely forgotten about. And
Me
it's
too.
It's pretty huge.
I didn't realize that line was still going.
No, I mean, we kind of talked about that a few weeks ago that we didn't think there was any more red figures coming, and that's because we forgot this Grimlock existed in some sense.
He's a full head taller, and that's not even a fair statement because he looks to be much broader than like
Yeah.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, thick and chunky.
Yeah,
It's like the same height as Power of the Prime's Grimlock, which was like stunning to me. I don't remember that toy being that small.
but it looks weird. It doesn't look right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what their design philosophy was with this.
I think the red plate on the chest is like the biggest problem.
The red
Otherwise,
plate on
it
the
would-
chest. Did Grimlock have blue eyes or red eyes?
It depends. In some stuff they're blue. Like I think the toy in particular had red eyes. The cartoon did blue because he was an Autobot.
Yeah. It's just odd looking.
Yeah.
Does he have like I assume he does not have a dinosaur head like hanging off his back. So it's really weird to see like kibble on his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks articulated too. It looks like he's got hinges for the
Yeah.
tail kibble on his legs.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what Red's about when I look at that.
I don't think Red knows what Red's about anymore either.
Sean in the Discord said always has red Bumblebee. Yeah, I did see it. I saw that.
Yeah, I
this past
saw that
weekend.
too. Yeah, it's taller than Power of the Prime's Grimlock. What the hell?
That's crazy.
Right? I mean, okay, so like in a situation where Red was internally scaled with each other, it makes sense for Grimlock to be a taller figure, but like Bumblebee in particular puts that to lie because that was just the same height as Starscream and everything else and looked awful for it. Like, Red does not have internal scaling. I don't know. This Grimlock is the weirdest thing. Part of me wonders if it even is a Red toy at this point, if it's not something else that's just been conflated.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's probably red. I don't know what else it would be. Let's see here. We have photos of EarthSpark, Deluxe Thrash, and Deluxe Prowl.
You know, I had expectations for Prowl, and they weren't high expectations, like, by any stretch. Like, what I expected for EarthSpark Deluxe Prowl was to take the Cyberverse mold, maybe change the deco a little bit, and just throw it in EarthSpark packaging like they did with Shockwave. That's exactly what EarthSpark Deluxe Shockwave is. It's the Cyberverse Deluxe toy again. No, what they did, they took the Cyberverse Deluxe Hot Rod toy and put a Prowl deco on it.
Yes, that's exactly what they did. That is weird.
So anyway, hi EarthSpark checkpoint.
Yeah, I saw that suggestion almost immediately. I'm flummoxed and also extremely disappointed because, like, my Cyberverse Deluxe Prowl, a mold that I love a lot, had all of its nylon parts yellow horribly, and that is not an easy toy to replace without paying a fair bit of money somehow. And I was really looking for a reissue of that to maybe, like, not yellow then, so that I could replace that, and when it inevitably goes on clearance, like, you know, build some auto troopers out of it. But, like, I can't do anything with this.
Yeah.
It did, though, give me and Hey Mickey a couple days of, like, deep amusement, because we have the game we play that we call the transitive repaint property, which is basically a premise that as long as you can make a direct chain of links between characters and molds, you can justify turning one character at one end into another character at the far other end. And through the Hot Rod and Prowl links, we've been able to figure out how to do things like make G1 Optimus Prime out of Beast Wars Megatron, just for examples of like the wacky extremes you can take this to. So, like, this has not lacked some value, but, like, I just don't understand why they did this.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Also, Deluxe Thrash looks like actually measurably inferior to the Warrior class toy that is $5 cheaper than it that came out last year.
Yeah. I've yet to buy any EarthSpark figures, and I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah, I don't foresee myself buying any EarthSpark figures.
And Blade Runner points out another thing, too. The artwork on the EarthSpark Prowl box is based directly on the Cyberverse Prowl mold.
Yes.
Like, this makes my head hurt.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Is it the same team, or is it a different team that works on Cyberverse and EarthSpark?
It's not Mark and them working on this stuff. The EarthSpark team is the same team that worked on mainline movie stuff. So they're separate from the, like, collector line team. They are out mostly in California, if I recall right.
I was just, between this and Red Grimlock, I was just picturing like a roving band of designers within Hasbro that show up and make one toy that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, like, as frustrating as the results of that is, you say that, and I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I want that job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wandering toy designer.
Yeah.
I'm just a toy designer passing through. Don't forget.
So Mark has photos of Chase on his Instagram. Does it change any opinions?
I'm still heavily looking forward to that toy, so I guess it doesn't change my opinion.
That's the one figure out of that line that I'm actually looking forward to, yes.
Oh, there's Silverbolt. Yeah, I know you don't care about Silverbolt.
I'm extremely excited about Silverbolt. Does it come? Doesn't come with these blast parts?
So the accessories it comes with are the little things attached to the forearms or car doors, and then the blue parts that make the claw around the hand.
So he can fly, though. The effects parts can go into his feet, which looks awesome.
I mean, anything that has a 5mm port.
Yeah, but I just didn't. Most toys don't have 5mm ports on their feet, do they?
Actually, they do. If you pick up any toy released since Siege started, you'll find the 5mm port down there.
So you can use them with weaponizers and things.
Yeah, so I can have them all flying like Iron Man.
Yes.
Heck yeah! That I didn't realize. That's awesome.
Yeah, like Rob said, they introduced that to increase weaponizer compatibility when they were designing Siege.
That's wonderful. Okay.
It's so like a lot of the 5mm ports on the toys after Siege started to be dropped for, aesthetics or other design reasons. The ones on the feet they've mostly kept because it's unintrusive and, it adds to the compatibility with other play features,
Okay.
including blast effects.
So I will say, okay, next news item. I was very tangentially, for this one, maybe not tangentially, but I've been involved in some of these auctions that this is referring to.
Mhm.
So the Sunbow Archive released dialogue recording sessions for the Revenge of Bruticus. I bid way too much money on the reel for the Five Faces of Darkness Part 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was up for auction, and I came close to winning it. Yeah, so I kind of regret not going all the way. But
Okay,
yeah,
so you don't have to tell us what you bid, but do you remember what the auction ended up ending for?
yeah, let me check it. Let me check my eBay real quick.
Like I'm super grateful to Sunbow Marvel Archive just for like the depth of materials that they are making available, some of which they're obtaining directly. I think these recordings were provided to them off of that reel by the person who did win it, and then they're redistributing it.
So I
everyone.
didn't bid as much as I thought. It went for $664.
Ooh.
Okay.
But I would have probably considered paying that much for it if I just assumed it might have gone for more than that. So
yeah.
So the guy who put these up for auction, he also digitizes the reel, so you get it. You get a CD that has the contents.
Oh,
so
good.
I would have submitted.
Nice.
I would have submitted the contents I would have put it up online so that people could get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's awesome that the person who bought that one did as well. So.
And I try to plug this every time one of these like weird things like this comes up. Like, go check out Sunbow Marvel Archive's whole like
Absolutely.
catalog of stuff they have. Like, for anybody who has ever had any kind of interest in like the background of production for cartoons and especially Transformers, like they have just got such an invaluable wealth of materials up there of all sorts, audio stuff, storyboards, which are really cool. We talked a few weeks ago, I think when you were out one week, Brian, we talked about how they had storyboards now for an unused version of the second season opening, which they turned into an animatic.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So right now that eBay seller has a reel from Spider-Man, from Marsupilami.
That was the mid-90s.
Yeah. An episode of Muppet Babies. None of these go for what the Transformers ones they had went for. So yeah. What's this? Muppet Babies, another Spider-Man, another Muppet Babies. Like they even have buy it nows on the Muppet Babies for like $160 because it's like who cares?
That was like, I'm sure there are dedicated Muppet Babies fans out there as a subset of the general Muppet fandom that I'm sure exists.
Oh yeah.
But like for my interest level in something like that outside of Transformers, it would heavily depend on like, okay, what voice actors were involved in the recording of that episode that day? It would be something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how serious I was about that Five Faces of Darkness one.
Oh yeah, no, I have no doubt that you were.
Really wanted that one. Okay.
I would love to see like the storyboard collection for Five Faces of Darkness.
Oh yes, as would I. That would be wonderful.
There probably wasn't one. That's why it's like that.
Well, yes. So, let's jump to what we got this week. I either want to go first or last, so I'm going to go last. Chris, you said you got some stuff.
Okay, so in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, our member Super Mecha Dad helped me get the last two G2 troopers that I intend to get from the Troop Builder pack. So I'm up to 5 of those now. Now, of course, at some point in the probably not too distant future, when those sets end up getting marked down to like half price or so, more troops of various sorts will probably wend their way into my filthy little hands. But in terms of while the set is at full price, I am capped on G2 troopers at this point, and now it's just obtaining a few more auto troopers, possibly. So I got that in since last week. Thanks very much to Super Mecha Dad for that. Made me a very good deal on those last two. I went out to Ross today, doing a little shopping in general. And to my surprise, they had a shadow strip on the shelf. I was able to get that. And something that I had not heard of being found was Legacy Skullgrin. So having had the G2 Trooper, which that's a retool of, and liking the engineering on that, for $8, I got myself a Skullgrin. Because it's a pretty well designed toy, and as much as I like the Dark Mount retool Skullgrin from 2010, I have to grudgingly admit this is a probably better representation of the character overall than that old toy was. But I just really like that Dark Mount mold a lot too, so that's always going to have a soft spot. And then let's see, what else did I get? I actually found Bombshell at Walmart. I was able to get that today too, so I'm I'm complete on my remade Insecticons that I didn't actually ever want in the first place because I was happy enough with the legend size ones. But I guess I'm doing this now.
Same.
And I want to say that's it. I think I only got those three things new today, and then the G2 Troopers. So yeah, I mean, not much new or thrilling, but a couple interesting finds, and then the one small miracle. They actually had 2 full cases of that wave of Legacy Deluxes at Walmart just jammed into pegs they didn't belong on. They stuffed them all on the core class price point pegs that have been empty for several weeks now. So I just got there at the right time, I guess, to find the Bombshell. They even had another Bombshell there, too, which I debated picking up, but didn't really want to spend the extra money right now on the premise that maybe somebody would take it off of me. But yeah, that's it for me.
Rob, what'd you get?
Just a few things. Got out to Ollie's. Got possibly the same hardcover volume of the Spirit Archives that I got last time I was at Ollie's. I'm not sure. My dad has it somewhere, so it doesn't hurt to have two.
Also, the Spirit Archives, you said?
Yeah.
That's funny enough. The last time I was at Ollie's, 2 guys were in there specifically talking about that edition.
Nice.
It was the strangest thing. I've never heard anybody talk about the Spirit in person in my life, and it happened last weekend.
Okay.
If you had a nickel for every time,
I'd have a nickel.
Yep.
But it's weird that it happened once.
Yes. I also picked up one of those Fortnite arcade machines that has action figure accessories in it because you never know when you need a 1/12 scale arcade machine. So
when do you not need a 1/12 scale arcade machine? I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 6 inches.
Yeah. So it's, to be honest, I think it was a couple of bucks at Ollie's, which is fair because there's 3 accessories in there. But I do like that you can also turn the back of the thing around and it has a rack for the guns and accessories it comes with. That's a nice touch.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but that was not bad. And just for the sheer hell of it, they had the mass market Ghostbusters roleplay Neutrona wand for $7, $8. And
okay,
it's not, it's my brother got the plasma series one recently. It is, it's definitely not that.
the real Ghostbusters one.
No,
the new real Ghostbusters kind of successor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that has a couple of accessories you can throw on the end, one of which makes it look more like the real Ghostbusters.
I bought that when it was brand new. I never much cared for it.
It's not great. I'm
sure it's better for $7.
Yeah, for $7, $8, I'm satisfied with it. It never stops making noise once you have the batteries in it. You will need to take those out as soon as you can. The one thing that I wish was different is it does make some movie sound effects, but as far as I can tell, the toggle switches are not connected to the power on sound effect, and that drives me crazy. It just starts with the power on sound effect when you pull the trigger and then makes other sounds. and that is just that is the thing out of all the things that just kind of bugs me about it. The rest, it's a decent little kid's toy. It's actually, a far better representation of the movie prop than anything I had as a kid. But, and also, costs like less than a tenth of what my brother spent for the really nice Plasma series one. So, on that in that regard, I'll call it a success. But that's about all I got this week.
What about you, Matt?
I picked up. I got the rest of the Marvel Legends from the Age of Apocalypse that I didn't have last week. So I've got my complete Colossus Build-A-Figure now. He's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Transformers wise, I did get one thing. I got him yesterday in the mail, I believe it was. I got Studio Series 86 Ratchet from Hasbro Pulse.
Oh right, I forgot that was shipping out now.
Yeah.
Looks pretty nice.
How is the white matching on yours?
There's a definite difference between the paint and the plastic, which is unfortunate. I mean, it doesn't look bad, standing here in robot mode, but whenever you transform him into a van, you will notice there are a couple panels that are glaringly different white. But I mean, I like the figure. He feels better than Ironhide did. Like especially around the ankles, he you can actually extend them a little bit, so he just doesn't look like he's standing on the ends of his legs. Like you can actually get some separation, so he has actual feet.
So the when you're transforming it from van back to robot, that part where you have to pull those clear plastic hooks out from underneath the roof, how does that feel?
It's terrifying.
Okay, so that part hasn't gotten any better.
That part has not gotten any better. No. Either clipping them in or getting them unclipped is a design flaw, in my personal opinion, and this figure especially should have no clear plastic in it anywhere.
Yeah, so it sounds like we'll both be a lot happier next year after buzzworthy Shuttle Massacre Ratchet comes out and we can do the part swap thing again.
Yeah, absolutely. But I did get Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation. I haven't actually had a chance to play it yet, but
I've heard good things.
Yeah, I mean the first game was excellent. So, but that's it for me.
John, not everything since you've been on.
Oh sure, just go for it. It's fine.
Let's see here. So I would say the three. I'll say four. The four most timely things. Is first, I know I'm sort of late to the party. I just haven't had a chance to open him. I got Studio Series Ultra Magnus, so I'm looking forward to that, and I hope it's the last Ultra Magnus I ever buy. Thank you. I plan on it.
It should be.
It should at least the last G1 Ultra Magnus.
That is for sure.
Yes.
Thank you, Hasbro, for putting a bookend on that for me. I also got Studio Series Nightbird. Haven't opened her up, but I've heard mixed opinions on her, so we'll see. And then I got two classified things. I got Tripwire, who looks awesome. I haven't opened him yet, but I am looking forward to him. The deluxe class of classified figures like him and No Job and a few others, they seem okay value. The extra accessories and stuff, like Snow Serpent, it's another one. I mean, they're like $10 more than the standard figure. Most of my experiences with them, it's felt like, okay, all right, acceptable. Tripwire, just looking at the box, I'm not sure. We'll see. He may not have the same kind of value as the other ones, but we'll see. And then the last thing I got today was the Crimson Strike team. So that exclusive came in. Just got it today. Haven't opened it, but I will say, the packaging for Crimson Strike team is great. So it's basically like a full life-size laptop case. So it's basically, like life-size case. If you put a laptop, you can fit a laptop in this thing. And that's what it is. It's basically like this military grade case with Crimson Strike team stuff in it and whatnot. but it's neat. And what I especially like is the heft of the packaging, and the quality of the packaging is really top notch. And lately, Hasbro packaging has been really kind of hit or miss as far as like the quality, especially like some of the exclusives. Like just the construction quality of the boxes or the packaging has been like really weirdly cheap. Like with Powerlink's Hotshot, he's one of those that comes in like a box that feels like it's made out of tissue, and just weird. But this one, and I hope Chuckles is like this too. That it just feels really good. So it feels like an exclusive should. So I'm happy about that. And that's really about it for the last week or so.
Cool. I skipped the strike team, but I should have Chuckles tomorrow. So
Cool.
okay. TFcon this past weekend. So John talked about how he's selling his like stuff. Specifically, you're selling your like you don't really care about vintage stuff anymore. You're interested in generations and things like that.
Yeah,
I found myself.
I'll keep a few signature pieces, but yeah, for the most part, I'm getting rid of the super old stuff.
Yeah, I found myself in the exact opposite situation, where I don't care about new stuff so much. It's entirely vintage. So
I think you can solve each other's problems, right?
Yes,
right
I know,
here.
I know. I probably don't have much that John doesn't have though. But I went to TFcon this past weekend
for 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes, I left
If it's
after
the right
making
20 minutes.
I left after making one purchase, and I'm like, "Yep, I'm done." So, Diecast isn't here, so like he's the only one that knows what I got. I saw, and I bought. I don't know. Don has this, so I know that at least there's one person on the show that has it besides me. But I bought the original G2 Breakdown.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's apparently a prototype because the card's cut.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So they had 3. 2 of them were labeled prototypes, and this was the this was the most inexpensive one. This was the cheapest one because of the card.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, this is something I've always wanted. Didn't honestly think I was going to get it. But now I can say I can take it off the list of things that I wanted that I don't have. Beside of it in the case, they had a carded G2 Wild Rider.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
How many zeros on that?
I didn't ask. I would imagine it's high 4 digits, low 5 digits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't even ask. I did get a picture of it though. I need to go back and look at that. I should share that picture. But yeah. So, God, I better have gotten a picture of that because I'll never see that again. And if I do see it again, it will certainly be the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I took so many photos. I took a photo of the most disgusting sandwich ever. I actually
How
kind
did
of
it
like.
taste?
Did you see what it was?
No.
It was the gobbler from.
I've heard of these.
The gobbler. Here's. I don't know if you can see it.
Enough.
Yeah.
Your camera adjusted. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, they had a GT Wild Rider. And I'm like, I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
They had several bagged Happy Meal toys. Nothing that I needed though.
Right.
But yeah, so they had that. So I did decide that I wanted something else after I left. So at Peppa Pig Land, I sat down and like, I'll go to Artfire and see if there's anything that I for sure want that I don't have. And I ordered it. I actually expected it to be here next week, but it didn't. It can't arrive today. So I got a boxed G1 reflector.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So didn't have it. Not a Vantage one. Had a KO.
Right.
And I think Matt got the KO that I had, maybe.
No.
Okay, somebody got it. I sent somebody the KO. But yeah, so got it. So that's something off the list. I realized that my G1 list, at least of American stuff, even though that's a Japanese box, I'm going to count it. I'm really narrowing what I have left on my G1 list. I literally just need to do an inventory so I don't start buying things that I already have.
Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong. Did Reflector in the U.S. even come in packaging like that? Wasn't it just a mail away box?
It was a mail away.
There's a mail
Yeah.
away. There's a box. I don't remember if it came in a if the mail away came like in a generic box or if there was a retail. There is a retail packaging for it that the KO comes in.
Mm-hmm.
They don't normally just out of whole cloth make up the KO box.
Mm-hmm.
So there might have been retail for it, but definitely the mail away one is out there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I got this week. Probably
Nice.
nothing again for the next 6 months because I'm
Well, after that breakdown, yeah,
very happy with that though.
that could not have been cheap.
It was not.
No.
I'm trying to think if it's the most expensive thing I've ever bought, single item. And
Ooh.
it might be the most expensive
Whoa.
single transformer that I've purchased.
Yeah, I'd have left after 20 minutes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it's the right 20 minutes, and it
Yeah.
was.
So very happy. Let's see here. So if you want to send some money our way, title Brian has a breakdown at TFcon. I like that.
Well, you said it in the show dialogue. So
Yeah,
it counts.
there you go.
I like that. So I do have to say, toy funds and funds that help the podcast do not mix.
Completely
So-
separate. Also, we didn't do the caveat earlier. If you buy something from the Elf on the Shelf Warmer Amazon list
It does
for
not
donation, we do not
Nothing.
get any revenue from that at all.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to help out the show, you can always go to tfradio.net/Amazon and buy whatever there. A little bit comes back our way. And there's also our Patreon at patreon.com/TFradio. Patrons, all patrons get an ad-free version of the show. You get RFC a day early at a higher bit rate. Weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast, which I need to post like the last 3 or 4 weeks because I have had no time. I'll probably consolidate them into one large episode. Unedited episodes of RSC exclusive to patrons if Don drops a heavy swear, but Don's not here to do that. Hot 5 a week early. Patrons of Touch Tier get to be on Hot 5. And Touch patrons get to be mentioned on the show each week, listed at tfradio.net/credits, and I'll do that now. And I said I was going to go in and update the list, and I did not. So through October, there'll probably be a couple people fall off of this. So if you want your name to be on for sure, make sure to re-up your Patreon touched tier. Kevin Dorsey, thank you. Kevin is the one who told me that the Gobbler was good. I actually liked it, but Kevin was the one that put me up to it. AJ, Eric Griffin, Tyrell Gwynn, Rick Mahurin, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, who's now on Blue Sky, I saw. Jay Klein Rye, Sean Hamilton, Jacob Owen Lucia, Sean Bratton, Jason Hiley, TJ Petrucci, Hyper Shouta, and Brock Brandt. Thank you so much. And again, if you want to be mentioned, go to patreon.com/TFradio. Sign up for the Touch tier, and we'll make sure you're mentioned each week. Let's see here. Plugs. Diecast is not here, but he is on Twitter and Blue Sky as Diecast2. And then however it works, Diecast2 at Blue Sky app or whatever it is. Rob Springer, he is at Robo Rob Springer on Twitter. He's at zonebase.org.
On Twitter.
Yeah,
And
And
he's zone base on Blue Sky.
cool. And actually, by the time you're listening to this, the new episode of Transform Squadron should be in the podcast feed just before this episode of RFC. So that should be posted by Thursday morning, I think. And I'm out on Blue Sky at Kilby at whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm just Kilby. I got my last name, so I was good with that. John DeLuna is here. John, how do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me at that John D everywhere.
Everywhere that matters. Are you on Blue Sky?
No, everywhere but Blue Sky. I should
You
have
want,
known that.
you want an invite code?
Yeah, we can arrange that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So I can once again say I'm Fat John D everywhere.
Yes.
Yes. So we'll
It's
get you one.
important branding.
That's all right. I got invite codes I need to get rid of. We'll take
We
care
all
of that.
do.
Yeah, everybody does at this point. Speaking of Matt, where can people get a hold of you?
At melvar.bsky.social. 3 L's, 2 R's.
Chris.
I'm Chris RTXV on Blue Sky and Mastodon.social. If anybody actually bothers using Mastodon, which I guess that ship kind of sailed once Blue Sky started taking off, but that's fine as long as there's people somewhere. That's pretty much all that matters. I have work I've done on the internet collected at playwithphotography.com, things like toy galleries, articles about toy photography that I've written, that kind of stuff. If you want to, throw some material happiness my way, I have an Amazon wish list, which does send referral fee back to the show to help keep things going. That's at tfradio.net/ChrisList. You can get me like all kinds of old TV shows and toys, and that's pretty much it. Because what is there in life besides old TV shows and toys, honestly?
Nothing.
Right.
Rob.
Okay, I'm on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. That is ostensibly the Twitter for Flail Throughs, my YouTube channel, though I'm really kind of using it more as a personal feed at the moment. Flail Throughs largely covers Gundam Battle Operation 2, the free-to-play game for PlayStation Network and PC. And if you like what I'm doing over there, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/flailthroughs. You can make requests of specific units you want to see in the game in specific paint schemes or whatever. And I also have an Amazon wish list that also sends money back to the show if you use it at tfradio.net/claylist.
Awesome. John, thank you for being here. We've missed you so much.
Yeah, you really saved us this week.
Really
Yeah.
did.
Always happy to drop in. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Okay. Well, we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Recording stopped.
Nice.
So I'm changing the episode title so that it doesn't freak people out to Brian has a parentheses G2 breakdown at TFcon.
Ah, there you go.
So
Any audio issues?
just one that I spotted, and I will edit it out.
Yeah, one little
Groovy.
hiccup there when you were giving out Rob's.
That's what
Socials.
I've got it captured, and that's the only one that I noticed.
Groovy.
Yeah, Matt coughed some through the show. That happens. I'll go back and clean.
I thought I caught the mute with all of that. Sorry.
That's okay. It happens. It happens with me. So, like, I noted it though. That's the important thing. That's why we do multi-track. Thank God we do multi-track. I wish we'd have done multi-track for years.
Well, we didn't easily have that option.
We didn't have the option to do it. Yeah, like it was really ugly the way to do it. So,
Yeah, I remember.
oh God, it was bad.
I remember you talking about the first few weeks of doing the show again with JD and the audio
Sync
sync up
issues.
issues from
Yeah.
the sampling rate variances.
Mm-hmm. Bad.
Yep.
Yeah. Like this was the hint, Chris. If you holy shoot, that was the
Yeah, no, I realized that after the fact, but like
actually it was just
it focused in on it.
Yeah.
Just okay, so like the way you just had it up was the way it was before. It was very blurry, and I could not read what that said on there. But like,
I
I
want
was
to.
right though. If it had focused in, I would have known exactly what you had
Yeah.
gotten.
Yeah, I want to say it was the North Carolina TFcon where most of us made it to, where they had, I think, all 4 of the limbs on card.
Oh
I don't
wow!
remember saying it.
They were stupid expensive. I was looking through my photo album, but they got deleted at some point.
So
Oh,
I think I took photos of those for Maz or something.
the one that wasn't cut was $1,500.
woo-wee.
Ooh.
Then
Yeah.
they had one that was graded. God knows how much that one was.
Right.
Here is a slag. They had a slag in the same box. Oh, it was Canadian slag in the box, sealed for $5,000.
Woo-hoo.
Like I would love to have a Canadian slag, but I don't need a Canadian slag that much.
You don't need a Canadian flag in the box either, because how could you even tell it's a Canadian flag then?
That's true. You could probably peek underneath. You could probably shine a flashlight and see it.
I mean, possibly, but at that rate, I would rather just have like a, good condition loose Canadian slag, so it could actually be in robot mode and be demonstrable, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. I didn't even see it. I'm looking at the pictures now. They had Canadian slags bagged. They had 2 of them for
Oh.
$1,000.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's better than the 5,000, but you still don't need Canadian slag that much.
No.
No, and I don't think the last time I saw one go on eBay, even in a box, it went for $1,000.
Mm-hmm. Well, TFcon though.
Yeah.
It's fine. You got Studio Series Canadian slag.
Yeah, I did. And that's a better toy. Oh man. Yeah, cool. Okay.
So like this afternoon when I was like plotting out the show and saw how few bullet points there were, I was like, oh, it'll be fine. Brian and Diecast will talk about TFCon for like 25 minutes. That'll stretch the show out to a normal length. Well, then Diecast wasn't here. It's just like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Brian's post that said he had been there for like 20 minutes and then left. And I was like,
I'm in danger.
Yeah. No, it's good. But there's a story that goes along with it. There's a reason I left after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other thing I saw, somebody on Facebook ended up buying that I needed. I don't know how much you paid for it. No more than probably $5 or $10. But from the Walmart Radio Grill kids meal, so I have the cups. I have the puzzle. I have multiples of the puzzle. But what I don't have is the paper insert that shows that is selling you on Transformers. Like, oh, these are the G2 toys that are out. And so somebody had the paper insert from that, which I'd never run across before, and I saw that somebody bought it at TFcon. I was kicking myself for not looking a little bit more to get it. But there was stuff that I was interested in, but nothing I would pay for it. There was a mint and sealed box G1 Mirage, which I would love to have, but again, it's $1,000.
Mm.
I don't need it that bad. My boxed G1 Mirage that I got for $200 is fine.
There are a couple of things that I would pay stupid money for, but not many.
I would pay stupid money for Battle Gaia.
Yeah.
Guard
City.
For Guard City. I'll pay stupid money for Grandis. I will pay stupid.
You could just buy an end table, Brian.
Yeah. I will eventually. I will eventually, because it's easier to get a hold of. I will eventually pay stupid money for a Grand Max. I will probably spend nowhere near stupid money, but stupid money on a boxed Fort Max G1. So I don't have a vintage Fort Max, and if I get one, I want one in the box.
I've seen somebody pay stupid money for a Grand Max. I stood there and watched while he bought it from Azusa. I stood there and watched while he inspected it, making sure all the parts were there, and the white was
fine.
Acceptably still white. Yeah.
The tower clips are broken.
Yeah,
the tower clips probably were broken.
Yeah.
They usually are.
They were not.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Hey.
That was at one of the Chicago ones when we were at the first hotel, downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Kim knows that I've just made it clear that most of the stuff that I want at this point, we're talking thousands, not dozens of dollars.
Yeah.
And we have to I have to make an arrangement if I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to sell a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
To trade it in for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I feel okay with if I find something like a Battle Guy or something like that. I'm okay with spending stupid money on one big purchase because I make so few small purchases now. I've cut out so much stuff. I'm not spending all that much money throughout the year anymore.
Yeah.
So
I've mostly caught up on G.I. Joe Classified, so I've probably got 5 things over the last month.
I'm so glad I never started that line.
And I'm anticipating buying like really, really few Transformers in the 2024 product lineup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to get to the point where I'm not buying anything new.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I've cut way back.
It's a hard reality to actually achieve, but it sounds good.
Like if I can do the Dawn thing, where I get like the version of a toy that I want,
Mm-hmm.
like that Ultra Magnus from Studio Series 86, I'm done.
Yeah.
Probably most of the cars. If a good version of Mirage ever comes out.
I need a better Dotson family, definitely.
I was going to say I'm fine with those.
I will rebuy the Dotson family that they made already if they do the whole set in opaque plastics.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
that's the only.
I'm
better
fine
that
with
I
the
want
engineering, not with the
Yes,
materials they used.
Yes. Okay.
I had a clear plastic. Speaking of Dotsons and clear plastic, I had a casualty over the weekend.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Masterpiece.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Prowl
streak.
smoke screen or blue.
Blue streak.
Oh,
The
geez.
blue streak.
Ooh.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. It was a minor piece, but it was clear plastic and it just snapped. So
Yeah.
the
One of the heels.
the hinged piece that has the side mirror on it.
Oh.
It's got the little itty bitty teeny tiny
Yeah.
hooks.
Yeah.
That broke. But I'm not certain I'm going to keep Masterpiece. I may, like, so I've. Got
I think I'm done buying them.
Yeah, I'm going to keep like I think I'm going to keep MP36 Plus, the toy deco version of Megatron.
Yes, that thing's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and mine is broken, and I fixed it with a screw. And I like if like most people inspecting it wouldn't notice it, but like I know that it's broken, so I wouldn't sell it as. But like, it's gorgeous. I'll probably keep MP01, both versions that I have.
Okay.
Maybe MP10.
Mm-hmm.
MP10 is really good.
Yeah, probably Grimlock. And I don't know what maybe Skyfire, since I haven't even transformed it yet.
You want to keep Rodimus Prime.
MP09.
Yeah,
it's broken.
I know.
I sold the trailer to it, the back half of it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so like I don't care about that one.
I know that was just a joke because they're all broken.
I'm not even sure I want to finish the train bots at this point.
With one left, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
I don't have 4. I don't have 4 or 5 yet.
Oh, I've got the 5. I've got the first 5, so I'm going to get it. I've already got the other one ordered. So
I have the 6th one ordered because I ordered the one with the gift box set.
Gift box. It's gonna, even though it's not my ideal version, it'll look impressive combined. It'll look nice on my shelf, so I'll keep it.
Cost fallacy.
Yeah, I'll probably get rid of MP44, and then I'll probably get rid of the Black Convoy version of it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm waiting for the Black Friday sale on Pulse. I want to see if one of those train bots goes for cheap.
They probably will.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think they have 4 still in stock. So I'm expecting that one to, like, if they knock enough off the price, I'll probably pick that one up there. But yeah, like even the Diaclone repaints, like I'm just not. The toys don't feel good anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably wind up mostly keeping 8485 and the Beast Wars primary cast.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably what I'll do. And then maybe Powered Convoy or Delta Magnus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I even thought
I'll keep my Diaclone ones because they're the only ones I have out right now.
I even thought about taking MP36 Plus to work and having it at my desk.
Huh.
You wouldn't expect Blue Streak to be an easy fix if you're talking generations. The one I'm talking about is Masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
That's a broken.
Be impressive if you found that at Burlington, though.
Yeah. I thought about buying the KO, and trying to piecemeal it, but I don't care. It's not a big deal. It's not a very obvious part. In robot mode, you never even see it.
Mhm.
So,
It would bother the shit out of me, though.
yeah. Yeah. I don't care enough to replace it. Especially like if I just like I'm just at a point where I don't care. Yeah, like again, my friend Matt, his then fiance, now wife, unless they got divorced, haven't talked to him in years, was she was frightened of me because of the size of my collection. She thought I was a crazy person. So
She was right.
yeah, she was right. So I want to like I don't even think it's that big of a collection, but she did. So, but like downsizing feels good. And it's not like it's a big collection of like really awesome things. It's just a bunch of stuff that could bury me.
Yeah.
She thinks you're going to send the robot hoarders after her, possibly. Okay. Oh, there you go. You guys want to? People watching live want to kill the stream, which is actually right now just YouTube because we had an issue with Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So goodbye, YouTube.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We will see you next week. Goodbye. 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 Okay, it's over. Okay.